Let's be inspired with the journey of a youngpreneur who's now enjoying the fruits of his hard work while enjoying a good cup of coffee. And to tell us more about Headspace Coffee, makakakentuhan po natin si Tim. Hi, Tim!
Hello.
Thank
Hi,
you
Kenn.
very much for this opportunity.
Yeah.
Before we talk about Headspace, getting to know Tim muna tayo ng konti. So, this is not your first business. So, kumbaga, you are inclined already to different kinds of businesses. So, can you share your journey, how you started as a businessman? Businessman talaga yun.
Yeah. Well, I started as a barista.
Mm-mm.
And from there, I got into sales. And then eventually, I started doing my business.
Mm-mm. At what age you started your own business na talaga?
19.
19 years old, okay.
19. Well, starting up, it really started, hindi naman ako magaling at first. So, that's why, nagbalik lang din talaga ako sa barista. So, I opened the cafe first. And then felt like, I had so much things to learn. So I tried to apply as a barista. And then from there, I learned a lot of things. Really a lot of things. And then eventually, since I really love curating drinks, so someone got me to their company as a sales and beverage innovator. So basically what we do is we make recipes in terms of beverages, and we give it to the cafes. We present the beverages in a way that we call it as a hero drink.
Drink.
Yes, we have a hero cup, which is a very beautiful cup. We could present the drink, and then from there we're going to explain how the drink looks and how it feels, how it will taste after for some time, a certain amount of time, and how it really flows through outside your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. It's really, really technical in a way, because as we present it, we also present it with the costing.
Mm-hmm.
And once, basically they would pick the best drinks, and after which, after buying the drink or after buying the recipe, we'll be able to supply them along with the recipes that we set forth. And then from there, move towards building a cafe, did some consultancies on the side as well. And then also next to it was shifted to tech, in which primarily what I'm doing right now, I'm doing tech, and then got back in coffee, this is me coming back, the coffee industry, which is the Headspace Coffee.
What inspired you, or the turning point that made you realize na I think it's about time also to do it on my own, start my own business na?
Well, from the very start naman din, it was really business from the very start. For me, it's to know the ropes as to how everything works, as an employee, to do business. My approach in employment was to really learn a lot from it. It's not really on how much money I can make, but it's really to learn. What really prompted me, the turning point, would be, it's very personal in a way. So I wanted to help my dad with his business. So that's the turning point of me wanting to do my own. I want to help my dad indirectly. So yeah, I started doing my own. I started to formulating my own ideas around it. And then what can I do? So where do I start? What are the resources that I have? Where can I go from point A to point B and then build from there? So si coffee is just really yun yung pinakamalapit sa akin. Very accessible in a way that opportunities are, or the doors are open for me. That's why from there, even though I'm really into food, not really into coffee, so my taste when it comes to coffee was really not that good. I didn't really start sa coffee, really started as a food lover.
So if I got it right, you had your own family business, but really decided to learn on your own also, and then eventually made your own business. Yeah. So what was your mindset during the time?
My mindset was really just to learn. So regardless, ma-down man siya, it's just to really learn. Well, it could be an expensive learning if it didn't work right. But yeah, learning through the process And then me always calibrate with everyday things. So it's not a linear na progress. There's a lot of ups and downs for me. But for me kasi, I know for myself that it's my season for me to grow. So privileged siguro ako enough to have that parang time. I mean, for most of us, what do I do with my ample time? Well, after school. There's a lot of time for me after school. How many hours do we spend time after school? So those were the times na parang inisip ko rin, I have a lot of time. Especially when there's a transition during the K-12. Mm-hmm. So there's a shift in calendar. So that was, I think, 2 months me doing nothing essentially. So that was the time nag-ideate ako, what can I do with this 2 months? And then, okay, I can do school at the same time, do this. Really a boot camp. For me, I could see it as a boot camp where you could it's a season of training and everything.
So now that you're here, how did you handle naman the pressure of working with mga seasoned or yung mga mas older than you? And then, diba, do you have an experience na parang you felt na parang minamaliit ka because you're younger than them? Then parang they underestimated your capacity because student pa lang yun siya or kulang pa yun siya sa experience?
From the very start, I started my own. People actually ask, ba't ka nag-put up? May alam ka ba? Well, there's really a lot of pushbacks, even up until now. It's, for me, business talaga is not for the faint-hearted. And we all get to start somewhere. And makriticize din tayo. So, you get to eat it up. Yan lang talaga. All the pressures, all the negative na mga comments, everything. Well, ang perspective ko kasi I'm growing. I know for myself what I'm doing. And I'm sure na I will achieve this.
Now, let's talk about headspace. I am curious, Tim, nganong headspace ang name of the coffee shop? And can you tell us about the concept? If we come here, what makes the experience different?
Headspace is actually a personal approach for me in terms of coffee. I started out as very technical and then since very technical and then I barely got out from that rabbit hole and being too technical in a way that I couldn't really enjoy my coffee. So shifted towards getting coffee just to get into my headspace. So headspace kasi is a state of mind where you can focus. It's also a state of mind where you can relax. So with that, I want to share it to people. That's why headspace. I wanted to have a very easy, just for you, an everyday coffee, just to get you in your headspace. People are overwhelmed with a lot of things, and I wanted to have a space for them to get into their headspace. Yes. So coffee is really just a medium to get into your headspace. Whatever would it be, for me, it's to promote that. More than just coffee, it's promote headspace for people. For them to think more about what they're doing. Kasi a lot of people also just do what they do and then missed out what's the really point of what they're doing. So putting up a space wherein they could think a lot of things that they could in a way relax or focus on. That's why I put up headspace, and thus the name headspace as well. Everything around here, it introduced curves because psychologically we as humans are more lean into curves as well. So that's why it's hard for us to live in a brutalist architecture. In this cafe, when you enter in, when you hold the handle of the door, you can really grasp it, but you can feel the roundness of the door handle, and at the same time, the feeling of seeing the frontage, entering the door, how it feels like, and how cool it would be. You will be greeted a lot of curves. As you can see, the whole space has a lot of curves, leading lines towards how you're going to flow. So it is also flow in a way that I wanted to have a flow with how you feel like you're going into the cafe.
I feel so special kasi Tim mismo ang nag-prepare sa mga drinks na itry na ko. Pero syempre, duha lang. of the 8 drinks, you mentioned about like one of your goals also is to help others.
Yeah.
So, sa ngayon, how many staff you have here?
I currently have 5 sa team namin na yun. They have 0 experience from coffee making. So what I'm doing with them now is we have a progressive training approach in which I train them with a specific area, let's say just espresso making, for the other one just building the drink and serving and cashiering. So from there then we cross-train. That's about it. And then eventually they get to learn. That's why that's the opening, the soft opening, is for them to gain this confidence and really just talking to people, right? Now you know.
So progressive learning.
Yes.
Growing their skills at the same time growing the business, right?
Not just skills. Actually, it's also growing their character as well. So I've always mentioned to them, I'm also telling them that what essentially stays is character and skill. So roles and responsibility changes, but characters and skill remains. So it's really important for you to grow these skills and character because it is what we're going to help you get on with your life and also grow your life as well.
I must say that the taste of this one is really different. Siguro,
Really?
nag-matter talaga siya sa beans that you're using.
Yeah.
So ano ba yung beans na ginamit for this one?
For this one, we have Burundi.
Okay. It's not too strong, so it's good start for those people na not really into coffee but wanted to try. So the second drink is
That's the iced Americano.
iced Americano. Okay.
I really don't point out which were the best coffee because the best coffee is the coffee you love. Whether that's going to be however you want it to be, you want it sweet, you want it really bitter. It's really the best coffee is the coffee you love. So we don't really push something like we're the best coffee here. It depends on the person. What we have though is good, consistent, quality coffee. That's all what we want to give to the people here.
The best coffee is the coffee that you love. True
Yes.
enough. Tama din naman. And this one is, again, sorry ha kung balik-balik. Pero the fear always on my end is pag super strong ang coffee because again, mahadlo ko na mag-palpitate dahil ko or magsakit ang ulo. But this one is different. And surprisingly, lahi ang lasa niya to this one. Maybe because syempre mas na siya milk. And then the quality of the beans also na gigamit and the preparation. And I have so many friends na parang marami na ginahimong tubig ang kani siya. And na I know why kaya nilang himuon siya like caffeine fix daw nila like to keep them going in the day. So yeah, pero between the two, if you will ask me ang favorite na so far, I think I'll go with this one. Not because kay si Tim ang nag-prepare, no? But really, siguro mas into na ay milk ang ako medyo may sweetness siya gamay compared to this one na very plain lang siya. Okay, so now Tim, let's invite them.
You can see us online in headspace coffee.co. That's going to be in our Facebook, Instagram, and upcoming website. It is actually coming up right up this month. We're open for this soft opening hours. We're open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. And in our opening hours, we are yet to schedule that soon. But essentially, we're going to open our doors by 7 a.m. until
as early as 7 a.m.
Yes, for people to get their everyday coffee as well. We're located here at Dela, Cruz, beside Better Components, at the back of Ateneo de Davao University.